Live from the venerable grounds of Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets and the Boston Red Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And our pitcher tonight, Garrett Whitlock. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm interested to see how he deals with right-handed hitters in this one. Righties are batting over 300 against him, so they're not being fooled by really anything. He's going to have to find a way to change up his delivery, change up his look, somehow get them off of his...
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups will pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. It's 2-0. Here's Peter. Alonso. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Abreu grabs it on the run. Here's a Mets lineup now. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Juan Soto.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Nice grab. Over to first, and they get the out.
Well, Boog, we talked about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
2 down, bases empty. Jose Siri up now for the Mets. There's a swing and a drive. And that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Starling Marte. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusive. Back in Boston. And on the hill in this one, Clay Holmes. What's the word on him?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
David Hamilton up next for the Red Sox. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers.
Runner on the go. And Devers hits that one. Nimmo has it sized up. Squeezes it. And there's 2 down. As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, David Hamilton.
Well, Boog, you know I love guys that can run, and this guy has great speed. We'll see in this game if he gets a chance to use it. And if he does, I think even you are going to be really impressed because he can really impact the game with his wheels, and you like guys that can score, he's definitely able to do that.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that is that. One left for the Red Sox. And they're down 2-0. Back now at Fenway. Stepping in, Brandon Nimmo.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Durant under it. He's there. He's got it. One up, one down.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Next offering in there for a strike. Now 1-2. Mets going with a pinch hitter, Jesse Winker.
This is a tough task. Coming in cold off the bench and in the middle of an at-bat, man, you're just never anticipating that.
In the air, left field. Durant makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away.
Batting 9, the catcher, number 13,
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires over to first. And that is that. Mets go down quickly, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Back inside Fenway Park. We head to the bottom of the second. And now it's Alex Bregman. Outside low. And it's 2-1. And that's in there for a strike. The slider that finds the mark. Hard ground ball. Base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there.
Smash
that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And next is the designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida. Holmes ready to fire now. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air out to center. Snags it on the run. And there's 1 down.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Bregman leads off first with 1 away. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little
2
bit.
and 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. This to third. They get the force, and that'll do it. And the Red Sox leave one. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Hit in the air, left field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Juan Soto. Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, base is empty. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. Another homer, his second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And it's off the green monster. And at first, Mark Vientos, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And that is that. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. It's now 3-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That one is blasted. Left field towards the monster. And it hits off the monster. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a ball popped in the air. It's going to fall for a hit, and they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
That's a good jump right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
And the batter will be the shortstop, David Hamilton.
1-2.
High fly ball out to left field. Makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. To the plate. Save. It's 3-1.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Back to the mound. It hit him. Still able to get it there in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Now batting Tristan Casas. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game, and he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 3 and the Red Sox 1. Back here at Fenway, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Starling Marte. Base knock right field. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Rafaela makes the grab. 1 down.
The batter, number 3.
Here's Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. Moving in the bullpen, Josh Winkowski up and throwing. Bernardino, a left-hander, also throwing. On the ground, could be 2. Bregman to second, and that's 2. Back here in Boston, bottom of the inning. Now it's Alex Bregman. And that one hit 97 on the gun. That one ripped. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the site.
In the air, left field, down the line, and a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. That catches the corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 2-2. In the air, left side. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, catcher
Connor Wong getting ready to hit.
Wong.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 out.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's going to be Ceddanne Rafaela. That's to third. Tosses across to first, and that is the inning. So they strand a pair. On to the top of the 5th we go. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite a
the
pitcher's
bat,
duel so
catcher,
far. Here's how the
13,
starters have performed up to this point.
Turin.
And down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. Center field. Rafaela gets under it. 2 up, 2 down. Juan Soto now. Two outs. And it's fouled away. Ripped to third and picked on a hop. Devers throws on to first. That ends the frame. Nothing doing here this half. Last half of the 5th coming up. Back here in Boston, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes the Mets manager.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 58.
Hey!
Blackburn.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one in the air, center field. Nimmo racing over to make the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an
Now
outfielder.
batting,
Got to
the
put it into
shortstop,
his
Hamilton.
highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
In the air, left field. Siri moving under it, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That's towards center. Nimmo ranging after it. He's got it, and there's 2 down. Rafael Devers up to hit. That one fouled off, 2-2. That's down and in.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're through 5. It's the Mets 3 and the Red Sox 1.
Pitching for the Red
Josh
Sox.
Winkowski taking over on the mound.
25.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
And now it's going to
Leading
be
off for the Mets,
Pete Alonso.
the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
On the ground, Bregman. Good feed. That's one. Relay to first. Double play.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
And now it's Jose Siri. The other way. Base hit into right field. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Swinging a drive, deep right field. Way back there. Tattooed and gone. He circles the bases, and they add a pair. It's 5-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Well, he did a really nice job of letting that ball travel. Wasn't too quick. He kept his shoulder square to home plate, which allows you to drive the ball to the opposite field with power. We see the power and the authority, and fortunately, he was lucky enough to keep it fair.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're the top half of the 6th. And the slider just misses.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
That one just missing inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's hard hit on the line. Lunges for it, but can't make the catch. So a man at first. Jesse Winker now at the plate. Right side, Bregman. Gets it to first, and Winker is set down. And that is that. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 5-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. So here's Boston's
Leading
cleanup
off
hitter,
for
Tristan
the Red
Casas.
Sox, the first baseman, Tristan Casas.
High fly ball down the left field line. Siri going back on it. Up against the wall and brings it in. Here's Alex Bregman. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
Snuck the fastball by him. And stepping in
Now
for Boston,
Masataka
Yoshida.
Masataka Yoshida.
Two down, nobody on. And that one is lifted in the air. Nimmo sizing this one up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching.
Liam Hendricks out of the bullpen.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. 1-1 now. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Here's Francisco Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Hit on the ground to short. Hamilton slings it across, and two away to start the seventh.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Two outs, base is empty. And now Juan Soto. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And he grounds one back up the middle, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. They're up 5-1. Bottom of the seventh. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. The Red Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was
Now
out in front there.
the
He just
catcher,
needs to let the ball
Connor.
travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Stays alive. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And next for the Red Sox, Cedar Rafaela. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away.
If you're a hitter, you
Now pitching for
and so the Red Sox go to the bullpen.
Number
Brennan
83.
Bernardino.
Well,
Brennan
walks have been a big issue for him this
Bernardino.
year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt.
1-2.
Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch he's trying to set off,
Now
the
back to
curveball.
the
They'll lean on it pretty
one.
heavily, so you got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
Down to third baseman, Mark Vientos. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Got him. Coming out of the bullpen for a beating.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Now here is Jose Siri. And it bangs off the monster.
Now batting, designated hitter, Starling Marte.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Bregman. Third out.
That's an out.
Mets lead 1. They lead this one though 5. Back here at Fenway Park, bottom of the 8th. Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 72.
Now one
No
miss.
ball.
You know, these Red Sox just
2
lacking
balls, 1
discipline at
strike.
the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And now the shortstop, David Hamilton.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Now
Now
it's Devers
batting,
at the
the
plate.
third baseman, Raphael.
And that one
Devers.
pulled foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing across here this half. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Reds. So here comes the big lefty Aroldis Chapman to the mound.
And
Now
we all know
pitching
about his
for the
slider.
Red
It's just
Sox,
filthy, man. And
number
one of the better
44.
ones in the game, I'd say. Spin
Aroldis
rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Chapman.
And that is out of play. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that is a foul ball. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Jesse Winker digs in now. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
When you throw a
Count.
fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they make short work of him. Back now at Fenway, bottom 9, and now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. And now 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Alex Bregman up next for the Red Sox. Outside with a breaking ball. Fouls one off. 2-2. And he gets Bregman. Now only 1 out remaining. Masataka Yoshida will hit next. They're down to their final strike.
Well, as good as things can be,
1-2.
it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers.
Popped up. Lindor. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets take game 1 of the series on the road.
Every night they come to play, and they've racked up a really impressive win streak to this point. To win this many games in a row, you have to be at least a little lucky, but more than that, you have to execute. We're seeing that from them right now.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.